What's up, y'all? I know everyone's doing cooking tutorials or whatever, but here's a tutorial on how to properly open your beer. All you need is 2 beer bottles, one with the lid right under the other, and you are going to hold them like so, and you're gonna give it a kick. Not too hard now, you don't wanna break your fingers, okay? So just a little 1-2 tap. There you go. You opened your beer.
It's like hats with Granny. If you want to make eating chips easier, all you gotta do is grab a lid from a white container. Stick it on the bag of chips. Grab a knife. Cut a hole in the bag of chips. And have a lot of fun. Now you can seal your bag. All done. Don't you hate it when you can't separate egg yolks from egg whites? I have a solution. Sonny boy, I don't want the yolks.
I've got you, Grandma.
Take a water bottle, put it over the egg yolk, squeeze the bottle. Away it goes. That was fun.
DIY hacks we found on the internet that actually work.
If you're ever painting something really important, but you want to take a break and you don't feel like washing out your brush, cover it in foil and stick it in the fridge and it'll stay usable for days. So the next day, you grab it and you can finish your masterpiece without having to take any extra time.
You ever wonder why these crackers have these ridges on them? They are to cut your cheese. Look at that. Perfect size and
Hey
everything.
Alexa, up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, start.
Super Alexa mode.
Life hacks you'll thank me for, part 1. You know how every time you go to pull out a piece of aluminum foil, the whole tube comes out? Well, there's these little tabs on either side of the box. You just push those in and it holds the tube in place. Okay, do you know why those plastic pasta spoons have a hole in the middle of them? They're actually supposed to be used to measure out a single serving size of pasta. Did you know that most medicine bottles that have the child-proof caps can actually be flipped over and used on the other side so that they're much easier to open? This is especially handy for the elderly. Like and follow for more life hacks. Life hacks you'll thank me for, part 2. If you want an easy way to core your strawberry without having to deal with a knife and cutting all the tops off, just use a straw. The top pops right off. If the top flap of your boxes never stays shut, simply tuck in the sides, then fold in each of the sides and press, and then tuck that top flap into the pocket you created. This will help keep that top flap shut and keep your food fresh a little bit longer. If you're tired of having to find and or get your roll of tape started, just use one of those plastic things that comes on a bag of bread. Like and follow for more life hacks. Life hacks you'll thank me for, part 3. If you need to soften butter quickly but don't want to melt it, put some boiling hot water in a glass to heat the glass, then dump out the water and flip it over your stick of butter. In just a couple minutes, you'll have nice softened butter. If you want to keep Grandma's homemade cookies soft, just put a slice of bread in the container with it. Works like a charm. Do you have a pair of jeans where the zipper just won't stay out? Simply use a key ring from one of your keychains, slide that through your zipper, and then slip that over your button before you button your pants. Problem solved.
Braces life hack. Shh. Have you ever got your braces adjusted just to be left sore for the next few days? And wouldn't it be cool if you could make that pain go away anytime you wanted? Alas, I have your answers. This is a nickel titanium heat activated wire. We use these because they can bend around all your crooked teeth and then boom, straighten right back up with the heat of your mouth. So you're telling me if heat activates the wire and straightens all the teeth, then cold, oh my. That's correct. Anything cold that you put in your mouth like ice water will actually temporarily stop the activation of the wire. So next time your braces are hurting, have a bite of ice cream and tell no one.
If you notice that a car is following you, here's what to do. First, you want to confirm if they're actually following you. If you can, take 4 right turns around a block, but if you're on the freeway, get off at the next exit, but then get immediately back on the freeway. If the car behind you is doing the same thing, it's probably following you. Don't drive home or to work or to anyone you know's house. You don't want to give them personal information about you. Instead, either continue driving and call the police or drive to a police station.
5 common habits that are actually anxiety. 1. Thinking everyone is secretly judging you. 2. Avoiding eye contact. 3. Being unable to say no and always feeling overcommitted. 4. Thinking you need to be perfect so people won't judge you. 5. Constantly worrying too much about your word choice.
Starbucks life hack. Okay, so take your favorite drink and order a Trenta of it with 0 ice, and then order a venti cup of just ice and watch this. Alrighty, in the hole, get it nice and steady. And there's my drink number 1 of the day. But look, I've got like 3 to 4 more of these in here. So that's how to get 4 drinks out of paying for 1. Cheers, mate.
What to do when you park your car? The first thing I do is make sure there's no mail with addresses that can be seen from the window. You can flip it upside down, or I like to hide it under the seats. Then make sure there's no change in the cup holder. I either take it with me or hide it. If you have any packages, hide them. Even if they're empty, someone might think there's something in it. And the same goes for any bags in your car. This is my gym bag. It doesn't fit under the seat, so I'm putting it in the trunk. And if you have an SUV, close the
Some
cup.
facts that you probably didn't know that one day could save your life. Part 2. If you ever fall off the edge of a subway platform and onto the tracks, don't waste your time trying to crawl back up. There's a crawl space built for a person to go underneath in case this happens. If you ever for some reason ingest windshield wiper fluid or antifreeze, drink large amounts of vodka to keep it from shredding your kidneys to give you time to get to a hospital. If a tornado looks like it's not moving, it's actually moving toward you. If you accidentally disturb a beehive or wasp's nest, do not run for the water. They'll wait for you to resurface and then resume stinging you. Just run as fast and as far away as you can, because eventually they'll stop following you. If a deer is running across the road, it's better to hit it than swerve and run into a ditch. But if there's a moose in the middle of the road, swerve and run into a ditch. Hitting a moose is like running into a brick wall.
Why would you ever want to put orange juice inside of a bag? Oh God, don't tell me. Wait, what? Inside of another bag? So there's 2 bags and ice. What? Why? Why is this? Salt? No way. Is it gonna freeze it? No. No. It might freeze it because when you put salt and ice, it makes it super cold. 10 minutes later. No way. Look at that. They literally just made like a slushie. What? That is a life hack. That is a life hack. Oh my, bro. Oh, I'm gonna do this for my mom. She's gonna love me. She's gonna love me.
Oh, here's a sorbet. You melt it. You get the yogurt. You mix it. You mix it. You do it. You put a hole in there. You stab a few holes in there. You go and get a wax paper. You can now make some triplets. You can now put these triplets down like that. Are these M&Ms? They look like delicious looking M&Ms. You gotta freeze these. Whoa. This is some delicious looking ice cream. Dippin' Dots. Oh, here's a knife. Did you know you can just cut a Ziploc bag just like that? And then you get yourself some mint. Is it a smoothie? That's a smoothie. That's a delicious looking smoothie. I'd love to get that smoothie. And then you can just pour it in there. And you get yourself a drink. I would not trust that. These are my popsicles. You freeze it, put it in there, you pull it out, you got yourself a nice little popsicle.
Are you sick and tired of scrubbing dishes? Filthy. Just simply Google a picture of an empty sink, print it out, and place it on top of the filthy dishes. Voila! No one will ever know.
Love this hack for when you're wrapping presents and you accidentally cut your paper too short. For so many years, I always just cut an extra strip to put along the back, but let's face it doesn't look that great. So all you're going to do is turn your present so that it's diagonal to the paper and then pull in the edges towards the middle and wrap it as you normally would. This one is so simple and no need to cut those extra strips to cover up the back. Like and follow for more tips.
Me the life hack that you randomly saw one day that is now an unconscious standard practice in your life. I'll go first.
Cheeky morning hack for de-icing the car. Just fill a bag with warm water and go around all the windows. Have fun sliding it about. Saves going backwards and forwards to the house with a jug.
I just want to show you guys how sometimes I eat my burgers and it's the most efficient way and you need to try it. I always get the sauce on the side if it's like a special sauce that I love. Like this is like a special garlic aioli that's the best thing on the planet. Then if I have my fries out, I connect the fries to the burger. Now every bite has a great chunk of aioli and a great taste of fry, like that crunch. So
So I never post on here, but I really wanted to share this trick on how to get rid of
You are not going to get rid of that stain.
Like
Listen, lady,
Tupperware.
I've tried one
so
gazillion times.
What you're going to want to do is put a little
Just
bit
throw
of
it out.
dish soap
You're wasting. Oh, that's a nice dispenser. I got to get one of
into
those.
the Tupperware, add some
Just
warm
throw
water.
it out. It doesn't work. Just throw it out. You're wasting your time.
Then you're gonna want to add
paper
a
towel.
few
I've
pieces
used
of ripped
Brillo
up
pads.
paper towel.
Hot water. It's not
And
gonna
then
work,
seal it
lady.
up.
She better not put that in the microwave.
And then get to shaking. Shake
What?
it pretty vigorously, I would say between 45 seconds to a minute.
There's no possible
And then I'm
way.
running out of time, but you'll see once you rinse it out, it's completely clean. It doesn't have that greasy feel anymore. Duet me or use my sound. See if it works for you. I want to see everyone try it.
I have a life hack that's gonna blow your mind. Well, it blew my mind. My mom taught me this a couple days ago. Moms know everything. So I just bought all these tumbler cups and I was gonna stick them in the dishwasher. But each one has like a tag for the barcode under it, and they're actually pretty hard to get off. Or are they? Anything with like a sticker tag, stop peeling it off. Grab some tape, get a piece, maybe this big. Take your piece and stick half of it onto the tag and rub it so it's really on there. Make sure to leave a little bit of a tail, then you wax it off. What? Then you can peel it off and do it all over again.
The other day I tried sealing a bag with a flat iron and it was a disaster. So I tried it with parchment, also didn't work very well. Yesterday I tried foil. It sealed but the bag was still a mess. Today I'm trying a towel. I was a little nervous because so many of you were concerned it was going to burn, so I got my fire extinguisher and kept it really handy. I ran my flat iron across the whole thing, but when I removed the towel, the bag was still completely open. But I wasn't deterred. I tried a thinner layer of towel. And guess what? It worked!
Hey Josh, I bet you I can unlock your iPhone.
How?
Swipe down, covering the Face ID.
Okay.
From there, I want you to hit those 3 bubbles.
1, 2, 3.
Now turn on airplane mode.
Uh-huh.
I want you to hit calculator.
All right.
Now turn it sideways.
Uh-huh.
From there, I want you to hit period.
All right.
Now hit N.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna pop up an error. To get rid of the error, you're gonna
Wait.
hit rad.
Rad?
Yep. Now swipe up and it's gonna unlock.
Okay, so I hope I'm not like the only human on the planet to not know this, but a while back my dad came over and was watching me do laundry, and if you use this kind of soap that dispenses down into this little cup, you know, it's really convenient, but it sucks when you pour it out because all the stuff gets stuck on the inside. My dad said to me, you know, you can just throw the whole cup in there. I'm like, what do you mean? I always pour it all in there. And he's like, no, just throw the whole cup in the washer and then it washes itself.
This will actually change your life. The before. Step 1, apply lotion to your belly. Gently press on both sides of your low abs. Trace a counterclockwise circle around your belly. Now push it down. Lightly press on both sides again. Rotate your knees to the left and press across. Now trace the circle again, always counterclockwise. And slice. Angle your knees to the other side and do the same thing. Gently press. Finish with some movement. Bloating, who is she? Share with a friend.
Gonna know. Nobody's gonna know.
They're gonna know. How would they know? How would they know? How would they know? I can't. I can't. Oh my god.
Alright, here's how to never run out of things to say. Before I can explain, you need to understand this thing that's inside your head and you don't even realize it. It's a phenomenon called the spotlight effect. It's a cognitive bias. So real quick, pretend that this is you. Because that's you, and you're human, then you have limitation. One of them is a phenomenon called the spotlight effect. See, because you're the center of your own world, you believe that you're being perceived more than you actually are. For example, say you're driving and you hit a red light. Then you probably think that everyone around you is staring right at you, but the truth is they're not. In your head, you think that you're being looked at way more than you actually are. In a conversation, when you're talking to people and you slip up, you probably think, oh my god, everyone's looking at me, no, they're not. It's in your head. Like, you're not as important as you think you are. If you ever run out of things to say, there's 2 secrets. First one is family. Bring up family. It's been scientifically proven that when you talk about family, it builds a stronger rapport between the person. Don't force it. It can come across as aggressive, like, hey, how many brothers do you have? Like, no, don't do that. Make it natural. Something like, oh, I really like your shirt. That's something my sister would wear. Do you have any sisters? See, that's more natural. So I need more time, so follow so part 2 shows up on your For You page.
Here's how to finish any assignment 10 times faster. So I have to watch this 2-hour-long documentary for class and there's worksheet problems to do. I don't really want to watch the entire video, so here's what I'm going to do instead. Go to the bottom of the video and click these 3 dots, then click where it says Open Transcript. This is going to bring up a transcript of everything that was said in the video. So let's say you have a question about the economy, just hit Command F and search for it in the search bar. And it'll tell you exactly what parts of the video mentioned economy. Share this with all of your friends and follow for the best life hacks.
Call me stupid because I just found out that there is a way for you to type in subscripts and superscripts into Google Docs. On this document, I've typed out the chemical composition for water, H2O, which requires a subscript 2 to represent the number of hydrogen atoms in a water molecule. So if you hit Control, comma, it switches it to subscripts, and if you hit it again, it reverts it back to normal. If you hit Control, period, then you have your exponents. I highly recommend sending this to your friends so that way they don't waste their time messing around with font sizes and making everything more complicated.
Situations when it's best to lie. A repairman asks if anyone else lives with you. Yes, and you're expecting people. You can also ask for an ID and call the company to confirm identity. A cab driver asks if you're meeting friends. Most definitely. Traveling alone and someone asks if you know people in town or need a ride, you're staying with family and they're picking you up.
You've been hit by. You've been struck by.
Splinter, but no tweezers to get it out. What am I gonna do? Wait a minute. I have 3 quarters that I could use. I can't fit my Snoop Dogg wine into my Ziploc bag. At least I have this inside-out Ziploc bag. Now I can fit twice as many things. How on earth am I supposed to keep my zesty curly fries fresh without a proper bag clip? There's just no possible way. I did it.
Love me a peanut butter sandwich. Ooh, why does it taste so bad? It's old bread. Better just throw it away. Wait a second, Mom's not gonna like that when she sees the sandwich just sitting there like that. I gotta cover it up. I'm gonna put a paper towel over it. There we go, looks much better. She'll never even notice.
Are you sick and tired of wasting money on expensive flippity flops? Simply grab 2 bottles of water, chug them, crush them, slip them on, and you'll be the talk of the town.
Have to try this. You can take extremely detailed pictures of the galaxy with your iPhone. I have an iPhone 10. Put the brightness all the way up when you take the picture of the sky. All you're gonna do is put the brightness all the way up, the exposure all the way up, the highlights all the way up, the shadows, put them all the way down, put the contrast up, and then, this is when the magic happens, go to black point and put that all the way up. And then zoom in, and I promise you, you will not regret it. Look at this. Put the sharpness up too while you're at it. Look, okay? Oh my fucking goodness. What?
Psychology tricks that I know work because I use them. If you ever need to remember something, try thinking about it while doing something weird. This will pair the memory with the weird thing. Like if you need to remember facts for a test, eat something strange while studying. Or if you need to remember to take the garbage out in the morning, put the garbage bag in the kitchen sink. You'll remember. If someone's ever trying to make you make a decision in a hurry, it's more likely a bad deal and you should walk away. If you ask someone a question immediately before playing rock, paper, scissors, they're more than likely going to choose scissors, so you should play rock. Alternatively, if somebody ever asks you a question right before playing, they're going to choose rock, so you should choose paper.